In the circle will be Hannah Peterson. First base will be Desmond Wilson-Hume. To her right, we have Taylor Reedhead, Natalie Nichols, and McKay Wilson-Hume over here on third. Out in our outfield today on the right, going to the left, we got Jade Snyder, Sydney Vadrine, and Rachel Rydalch to round out the left side. Hannah takes one last warm-up pitch. Tyler throws down to second, and we'll have a batter here shortly. And our first batter will be Tia Shumway, wearing number 11 for Grand.
Is she their pitcher, Hayden?
I believe she is pitching today, yes.
Great. Well, let's get ready to play some softball. Here we go. Championship field action about to go underway. Peterson gets set on the mound. Delivers the first pitch. Little outside, ball one. So Shumway back in the box, looking to get things started here for the Red Devils. Next pitch, outside corner, just outside, ball two. So Hannah starts off with 2 balls. Let's see if she can work that back on the inside. She didn't have a problem with that yesterday. There's on the inside corner, and he called that one a strike. That might be good for number 10, Hannah Jo Peterson, and she loves to paint that inside corner. And if Blue is calling the inside strikes, that'll be good for the Wildcats. Next pitch.
Yeah, that is definitely her favorite pitch, where she works her screwball into that inside corner. She likes to dive off right at the last second. Yesterday we saw her struggle with a lot of walks and hit batters in their second game, the first one she pitched. And today, if she gets that inside call, it'll be a little bit different for her, I feel.
Ground ball right off Peterson's mitt. She blocks it, throws over to first for the first out of the game. Good heads-up play for Peterson to get her glove down there. I know it stung a little bit. She took her glove off and is moving her hand around, but luckily that's her fielding hand, not her throwing hand. She should be all right.
Yeah, it looks like she knocked that one down right with her forehand on her glove side. Made a great play to pick it up just outside the circle and tossed her out at first. One down.
Who's up next for the Red Devils?
Ree Bohannon.
Ree takes strike one, looking. Right over the inside corner.
And Ree's actually the designated hitter, or designated player, I guess. So that would be the hitter, and she'll be the sub coming in for somebody if someone needs a sub.
Nice hit there by Ree. She's going to drop over the shortstop's head, over to Rachel Rydalch for the first hit of the game, as Ree gets a base runner going for the Red Devils. One down. That'll bring up
Caitlin Finster. Caitlin Finster will be catching for the Red Devils. And she's wearing number 12. It's always nice when you get your designated hitter to get a hit. That's what they're in there for. So you can't be too upset with that. That little showing from her. She bloops one into the left center. And Caitlin takes strike one.
James throws down to first to keep the runner in check. She loves to do that. Very throw-happy catcher.
This umpire loving that inside corner, and Hannah has no problem throwing there. She'll stay there all day. It's tough to hit a pitch hard when it's jamming in on your hands like that. Unless you're a really good pull hitter, that's a good spot to hit most hitters.
First batter, first strikeout of the game as Hannah gets Caitlin to go down swinging. She switched it up, 2 inside pitches, went right on the outside corner of the plate for that one, just out of reach of the batter. Now 2 down for the Wildcats.
Stepping in, the cleanup hitter for Grand, Michelle Lopez. Takes a big hack at the first one, right through it. 0-1. Michelle will be playing first base today for Grand.
Little outside, ball one. So the count's even, 1-1. Runner on first, 2 outs, top of the first inning. South Summit Wildcats and the Grand Red Devils. Quarterfinal game, 2A softball championships. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a line drive right to the left fielder. Rydalch makes the out for the third out of the inning. And it is 1 runner left aboard for the Red Devils. We'll come back to the bottom of the first. This TV timeout will be brought to you by Discovery Properties, Sam Applenop. Make sure you see him for all your real estate needs in South Summit County or any of the surrounding areas. We'll be back in a moment. This timeout is brought to you by Sam Applenop.
The Grand Red Devils, the visiting team.
This timeout is brought to you by Sam Applenop of Discovery Properties. Sam is your local real estate expert. Let him help you buy or sell property. Call or text him at 435-901-0720 for all your real estate needs. Here we come to the bottom of the first inning. Let's get the positions of the Grand Red Devils.
In the circle, we have Tia Shumway. Catching behind the plate, we have Caitlin Finster. Michelle Lopez will be playing first. Maddie Jones will be playing third. Kelsey Backus will be in the infield on the second hand side. Tyler Robinson will be out in left field. Kylie Haycock will be playing shortstop for Grand. Kennedy Patterson will be out in center. And Cammie Beeman will be out in right field.
First batter for the Wildcat steps into the box, Natalie Nichols. Here's the first pitch. Called strike one. Very rarely do we see Natalie swing at the first pitch. She likes to
usually take one no matter what.
See what the pitcher's bringing her.
And she does that thing that everyone hates and sets one down and runs on you. Ooh.
Up high, ball one.
Lays off a high one. Well played. Got a good turnout from the fans, both sides down there today. Plenty of cheering to be going on. Probably be hearing through the field mic.
Natalie lays down a beautiful bunt to the third baseman. Fields it and fires her out at first base. You don't usually see that with the speed of Natalie Nichols, but that ball was fielded beautifully. And that third baseman, what's her name? We'll figure that out in a second. Has a rocket arm, Maddie Jones. What a gun she has.
And she was definitely bobbling that ball, is what Coach Reedhead was checking on the ump, but he said she never lost it, so.
I'd be bobbling that ball too if he was throwing that hard at me.
Yep.
That'll bring Hannah Jo Peterson into the box. Looking to get some offense started for the Wildcats, and she does with a long high ball.
It's
going to be caught by the right fielder. So, 3 pitches, 2 outs, Red Devils. Being a little efficient right here is Tia Shumway, I believe, is pitching. And that will bring up the number 3 batter, McKay Wolstenhume.
And already Grand has accomplished something that Sevier could not yesterday in retiring 1 batter in the top half, let alone 2.
McKay fouls the first one off to the left side of third base. Guess my left, that'd be the right side if you're facing the other way. Anyway, either way, it's strike 1. Next pitch. Called strike 2. So quickly behind in the count is Wolstenhume. She's got 2 strikes on her. She will have to swing at anything close. That ball's outside, ball 1. Here's the pitch. And she pops it up. It's going to the right side at the fence. The first baseman just over the fence, out of play. Good way to stay alive there from McKay. Good cut. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 0-0. Bottom of the first inning.
Try to get something started here on 2 outs. Wildcats rallied on 2 outs a couple times yesterday. Nothing new for them.
And McKay gets a shot to the fence. It gets by the center fielder as one hops to the fence, and she's in there for a stand-up double, just as Hayden Pearson said. Trying to get a 2-out rally started here. Brings up the powerful hitting Elise Bush. What'd you see from her yesterday, Hayden?
Yeah, 2 different people yesterday. The first game, she struggled in the batter's box. Second game, she did anything but struggle, as she went 3 for 3. Saw 5 pitches she liked and hit 3 of them out of the park. Intentionally walked 1 time. and then can hit another one out for her 3rd home run of the day. So she is looking ready to swing, and she takes a good hack at the very first pitch she sees again today. She likes to jump on them early. Doesn't like the pitchers give her too much to see where she doesn't like it. If she sees one anywhere near belt waistline or higher, she's swinging.
Why wouldn't you if you got a swing like she does?
Lots of power. As I was talking to Cohen yesterday, he says any pitch she sees, she has the chance of throwing it or hitting it out of here.
Strike 2 as Elise kind of takes a half cut that one. I think it grazed the inside corner. She might have swung too far on that. Anyway, she's behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. A little outside, ball 1.
Looked good on the corner up here. Might have been a little low. Umpire didn't like it. Might have been a makeup call for that last one, a little bit inside. We'll see what happens here. 1-2 count. Natalie showing some signs out there in the outfield again.
Ball 2.
Come back to that teamwork again.
That's right. The runner, McKay Wilson, giving signs to Elise as she's up in the box, trying to let her know where to expect the pitch, where the catcher's lined up on the inside. And Elise knows. She takes a crack at it. Foul ball. Good cut there, staying alive. She's a little late. She's seeing a little better pitching today than she did yesterday. Tia Shumway is throwing the ball pretty well. Very good pitcher for the Red Devils. Very good athletes. So 2-2, 2 outs, runner on second. And Elise grounds one through the gap. It's going to go into left field. They're going to send McKay home. There's going to be a play at the plate. She's down and safe. Elise Bush comes through with a 2-out RBI, scoring McKay Wilson-Hume from second base. And the Wildcats jump on top, 1-0 in the bottom of the 1st inning, bringing up Taylor Reedhead.
A great hit there from Elise with 2 strikes on her. Battled back. Sees 3 more pitches after the second strike. And then drive through the middle of the infield. And Taylor Reedhead yesterday played really well as well. From the batter's box, she was retired 1 time yesterday in both games.
Wow. That's some good offense there. First pitch, taking call for a strike. So the Red Devils looking to get out of this inning without letting any more runs up. It's already down 1-0. That's strike 2. Good pitch by Shumway. Now she's way ahead of the count, 0-2, just like she was against Bush. Let's see if Reedhead has it inside of her to battle back. Little outside, ball 1.
Shumway looks to be throwing really well at her spots, though.
She is.
Everywhere the catcher lines up, she's hitting that mitt.
I would have to agree with you, sir.
Which, if you can keep it accurate, that's more than enough.
There's the pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. So the Wildcats get 1 run with the RBI single from Elise Bush to score McKay Wilson-Hume as we move into the top of the 2nd inning. This TV timeout we brought to you by Cafe Galleria in Midway, Utah. Make sure you see them for some dang good food. We'll be back in a moment. This next timeout is brought to you by Cafe Galleria, located in Midway, Utah on Main Street. Cafe Galleria is a great little restaurant. It has outdoor seating with beautiful surroundings. Nice little quiet town in Midway. The food is amazing. They have some of the best bagels I've ever had since I left New York City. That's saying a lot. They have a wood-burning oven. They cook their pizzas and bagels in fresh every day. Make sure you check it out. Cafe Galleria in Midway.
And we're back. Top half of the 2nd inning. Grand will have up to bat number 20, Maddie Jones, their 3rd baseman, who, like Jeremy said, has quite the arm as she threw out Natalie and the very first batter for the Wildcats last inning. We'll see what she can do with the bat. Hannah digs in, spins that ball, finds the pitch she wants, throws it, line drive right off Natalie Nichols' mitt into left field. Rachel Rideout fires it into 2, and Maddie starts off with a single. Rachel, whoa, we got a ball overthrown to first on the throwback. Luckily, it bounces in the Wildcats' favor, and right back to Hannah. Maddie with a leadoff single. Just out of the reach of Natalie Nichols. Now stepping into the plate, we have number 4, Kelsey Backus.
Backus leads her team in home runs. She's got 6 on the year with 3 triples, 4 doubles. It's not including yesterday's stats. I'm sure she got a few more of that. Might be the reason why Grand is here playing in this quarterfinal game.
Fills the stat sheet from the batter's box, it sounds like.
So Hannah behind in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner on first. 1-0 ball game. Top of the second inning. She spins the ball on her hip. Delivers. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. James throws down, trying to pick off the runner at first. Like I said before, she loves to throw that ball.
Maddie out there encouraging the throw. You throw down enough, you might miss one, might get a bag. You never know what's going to happen there.
That's right. That's good base running if you're getting the throw down there. Runner goes with the drop ball. Gets by James. Gets right off her mitt. She picks it up, tries to throw her out anyway. Nichols unable to handle the throw. The runner would have been safe as it is. So now the Red Devils have a runner in scoring position with no outs. Just what they were looking for to try and tie this game up.
Hannah now in a hold, 3-1. Got to battle back here. And too low. Walks another runner on.
That plagued Hannah Peterson yesterday a little bit. She walked a bunch of batters. She had a couple hit batsmen. Hopefully she'll just shake that one off, get right back to the game, and maybe to throw a ground ball here where the Wildcats can get a double play ball.
Batter number 6, Tyler Robertson.
Tyler Robertson, number 6. Like to say something different about that. One swing for her can put Grand up 3-1. Let's see what happens.
Looks to lay down a bunt and swings through it. Looking to move those runners over even into better scoring position. Get 2 of them out there for another hitter coming up, Miss Kylie Haycock.
Up high, ball 1. So 1-1, no outs, 2 runners on. Peterson spins the ball. It's going to be a foul ball for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Jan drain off the hands on that one as well. Defensive swing protecting herself up there. Miss Tyra.
Tyra back in the box. Waits for the pitch. It's a fly ball to right field. Jade Snyder's there to make the catch.
Oh, Natalie just catch that ball and you got her.
Tried to, thinking that the runner was going to tag up, tried to throw it to third, but the runner wasn't even on the base, so she could have probably thrown her out at second.
I believe she had the tag up right there if Natalie just caught that ball. When the runner went diving back, Natalie ducked under the ball too.
Number 8,
Anyway, first out of the inning for the Wildcats, no damage done. Good try there by Tyra. Unable to move the runners another base. Up next will be Kylie Haycock, the shortstop. Blue is talking to James behind the plate. Some kind of conversation going on. Here comes the pitch. Hold, strike 1.
That was one thing that Mr. Bowen said he'd be working on is trying to get that first pitch strike today. Let his pitchers, whether it be Natalie or Hannah, work ahead in the count rather than trying to catch up every time.
Well, she's ahead now. No balls, 2 strikes.
These last 2 batters, it's worked. The first inning she did pretty well, throwing about the same amount of strikes as she did balls to those first 4 batters.
James lined up outside the plate. That's right where the pitch was. You don't want to throw a meatball on an 0-2 pitch. Hannah knows that.
That has plagued Hannah earlier in the season a couple times.
The young sophomore is learning quickly, though.
having trouble picking up the signs from closer to looks. Now she's got it. She digs in. 1-2 count. Just outside. 2-2 count.
Get an update from another game. Manti is up on San Juan, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Called. Strike 3. Only 2 outs.
Hannah with a good hustle to the dugout. Thought she had 3. That's just 2, sister.
That's right. At least she's excited.
That's right. At least she's moving somewhere.
You know,
2 down.
You never know in these games. Yesterday, I think we had 6 outs in 1 inning. So.
And I did find out what that was afterwards. They were calling pitches.
Oh.
So she was leaving, her foot was leaving the mound before the pitch, so when she did strike her out all 3 times, it was just an illegal pitch, and we couldn't hear the umpire in the field calling that, so that's why we were left confused.
Interesting. Well, she throws it in there for strike 1. Who's batting for the Red Devils?
That is Miss Kennedy Patterson.
Grounds out to second base. Reedhead handles the grounder, throws her out. That'll bring us to the bottom of the second inning. Wildcats still on top 1-0. This time out will be brought to you by Gateway Dentistry. Dr. Ammon Pitt, make sure you see him in South Summit and all neighboring communities for all your dentistry needs. We'll be back in a moment. This time out is brought to you by Dr. Ammon Pitt at Gateway Dentistry in Camas, Utah. Dr. Pitt has a very simple business philosophy. Be honest, inform each patient so they know their options, keep each patient as comfortable as possible, and provide high-quality work. I've heard nothing but good things about Dr. Pitt. Make sure you come see him for your dentistry needs. Here we are back to the bottom of the second inning. Wildcats able to put up 1 in the first inning, left 1 runner stranded. The Red Devils have left 3 runners stranded so far, unable to put up any runs. Up to bat for the Wildcats. Is that Rydalch?
That is.
Number 3, Rachel Rydalch.
The left fielder for South Summit steps into the box. Shumway ready to deliver the pitch.
She didn't have her best day in the box yesterday, but I talked to her this morning. She said she's ready to go, coming out with confidence, ready to swing the bat again.
Little low, ball 1 from Shumway. Red Devil defense on their toes. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball. That's some good sound effects right there. Strike 1.
You might get a nice little echo for a minute. That hit directly into the biggest pole on the backstop. Our cameraman didn't even flinch.
He learned yesterday that fence was there to protect him, huh?
That's right. 2 days in a row, he's got it now.
Little outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1-0 ball game. Wildcats on top of the Red Devils. Rachel Rydalch in the box. Shumway delivers the pitch. Foul ball, strike 2. Two and 2 we hear from Blue. Here's the pitch. Oh, my goodness, that's got to hurt. She fouled the ball off right in her own helmet. Good thing they wear those masks. If that wasn't a mask, she'd be out of the rest of the tournament right now.
Bowen shouting some encouraging chants from third base coach.
It's got to shake you up a little bit, though.
Yeah, that's just called protecting yourself on the plate there. Didn't want to hit that one, but you want to foul it off and then accidentally foul it off your face mask. But I guess if that's why you wear it, that's why you wear it. Thank goodness for those face masks.
Another foul ball. Good battle up there by Rydalch. 2-2 count. She's seen 6 pitches, though. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball, slow to the third baseman who's got a rocket arm, fires over there. No problem to throw out Rydalch for the first out of the inning for the Devils. That'll bring up number 16. Is that Wolstenhume?
That is Desmond Wolstenhume.
She also hit 2 home runs yesterday, back-to-back at bats.
Yes, she did. She was swinging it really well. She was perfect from the batter's box yesterday as well in the second game.
Foul ball.
Comes out with confidence, swinging away. We've got Coach Bowen awfully nervous out there, standing about 25 feet behind the coach's box, just wandering back and forth.
He understands this is a much different atmosphere than it was yesterday. Nothing but winning teams here. The best of the best make it today in the winning bracket, as we have San Juan, Manti, South Summit, and Grand all undefeated so far in this tournament. Someone's got to lose today. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball.
Des lays off that high one. She usually likes those high ones. Does a great job showing some batter discipline there, laying off. Waiting for the pitch she can drive.
1 strike, 1 out. 1-0 ball game. Bottom of the second. Down low for ball 3.
Grand's got their defense set up pretty much as straight away as you can get. Center's playing directly over second base. Left and right are equally split between the gaps, more or less. Not expecting anything pulled or driven to the far side.
Low for it.
Des draws a walk.
Well, there's some big gaps out there, though. You can go gap to gap. You're going to reach the fence.
A lot of times you'll see some of that center fielder cheat one way or the other, depending on how fast or slow your pitcher is pitching. If batters are more likely to pull against her, or more likely to be a little bit slower against her, they'll cheat to the right side. But Grand's playing pretty much straight up, ready for anything.
Well, Jade Snyder steps in the box, ground one right off the pitcher's leg. They're going to be able to get the force out at second, but no way will they get her at first. So Jade grounds into a fielder's choice, trades the places of Desmond Wolstenhume, which will bring up
Tyler James.
Tyler James, the catcher for the South Summit Wildcats. 2 outs. That's when they scored their last run, was with 2 outs. Let's James has in store. Tia Shumway set on the mound, delivers, down low, ball 1.
Nothing you can really do there. Jade hit it nice and hard. Pitcher just barely managed to slow it down enough. Shortstop made a great play. You're getting what you want out of the bottom of your lineup, contact, making the defense work, which really you want out of any part of your lineup.
That's right. Contact is key in this game. And I think South Summit's been making contact. No one struck out yet.
Got 1 strikeout with Taylor Reedhead.
Oh, okay.
But that was
just 1.
She did foul off a couple pitches, made some contact, battled a little bit.
James waits on a changeup, drills it deep to left. Is it deep enough? No. The left fielder for the Red Devils able to backpedal back to what would have been called the warning track to make the 3rd out of the inning. It is still a 1-0 ball game. We'll be back to start the 3rd in a moment. This timeout is brought to you by Fish Heads Fly Shop in Heber City, Utah, right on Main Street there. If you're a fly fisherman, make sure you check them out. That's a great crew with a lot of good advice on how to catch some really big fish. We'll be back in a moment. This timeout is brought to you by Fish Heads Fly Shop in Heber City, Utah. A great little fly shop with a great staff. They make you feel like royalty every time you come in. They have all the gear you need and some of the best flies in Utah. They offer top-notch guide trips on the Green River in Wyoming, Strawberry River in the Uintas, as well as my favorite fishery, the Provo River. Provo is one of the best trout rivers in the Rocky Mountains. Make sure you come by and see Fish Heads to get all your gear. Still a 2-1 ball game. Manti on top of San Juan. Probably one of the best games that's going to be played in the tournaments, that one going on over on field number something besides 3. Is that field 2?
Yep.
But here we are back to start the 3rd inning. Red Devils have stranded 3 runners so far. Up to bat first for them will be
Tia Shumway. We're back to the top of the order.
Shumway, the pitcher's doing a great job, only allowing 1 run on that high-powered Wildcat offense. Peterson jams her on the inside. It's going to be a foul ball caught for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out. Desmond Wolstenhume there to make the play. You said she likes that inside corner. It is sure showing, Hayden.
Yeah, that's a pitch she loves to throw. It comes out of her hand a lot easier. The ball just seems to fit that grip better, and it dives in there. And she'll live and die with it. Whether it's going good or whether it's going bad like yesterday, she'll keep throwing it.
Next pitch is fouled off for strike 1.
This is Bohannon. Rhiannon Bohannon.
She's got 3 doubles on the season. Number 2 batter for the Red Devils.
Takes a 1-1 count from Hannah Peterson.
These stats we've been giving you, by the way, it's according to Deseret News website, so we don't know how accurate they are, but that's what we're going with. Next pitch, up high ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 1-0 ball game, top of the 3rd inning. The Wildcats on top of the Red Devils.
And Ree's last at bat, she hit a single right over Natalie's glove, just off the edge of Natalie's glove. There's another one. Oh, Hannah with the cat-like reflexes and snags that one before it can get by her. I think she half surprised herself when she caught that one.
You're right, very quick reflexes there to get the 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring up number 12.
Caitlin Finister.
Caitlin has 4 home runs on the season, 2 triples and 6 doubles, and she takes, I believe, low for ball 1.
Last at bat, she had a couple foul balls and then struck out. She'll take another foul ball right there. Put the count even at 1-1 with 2 down. This game's moving right along. We are in the 3rd inning.
1-0 ball game. Nothing to stop it from moving along, huh?
Not a lot of runners. Not a lot of delays on coaching out there. Just everything going smoothly so far. I'm sure both teams like their offenses to wake up and put a little pressure on the defenses, but we'll see how that goes. Still early for some of these girls.
Nice changeup by Peterson for the 2nd strike. What do you call?
Interference on the catcher. So that's going to be a ball.
Okay, count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Interference on the catcher, so that gets called as a ball. Is that what happens?
Yep.
Here's the pitch. Ball 4.
Can't be too pleased with that as a pitcher.
Nope. Team
But
sport,
you'll
though.
have
She'll
to get
be
over
right.
it.
Yep.
Yep. Loses that battle. Now she steps up. Michelle Lopez batting in the cleanup spot for the Wildcats here. We still have Desmond playing first over there with the runner, who is Caitlin Finster.
Peterson spins on her hip like she always does, delivers. It's going to be a ground ball right to the first baseman. He's going to field it, take the out, and the Wildcats get out of another one, leaving one more runner stranded for Grand. As it is still a 1-0 ball game. We'll be back to start the bottom of the 3rd in a moment. This timeout will be brought to you by Wasatch Golf Course in Midway, Utah, one of the best public golf courses in the entire country. We'll be back in a moment. This timeout is brought to you by the well-known mountain and lake courses at Wasatch Mountain State Park. They are consistently ranked among the most popular, affordable, and scenic in Utah. Nationally, Golf Digest rated Wasatch Mountain as one of Utah's best places to play, giving the facility 4.5 out of 5 stars. At an elevation of 6,000 feet tucked away in Midway, Utah, golfers enjoy cooler temperatures during summer months. The fall colors in late September to early October are truly a sight to behold. Book your next round of golf at one of Wasatch's iconic courses.
As our last batter retired was the catcher. Grant is hustling her out right now. Got her all of her gear back on. Throwing the practice balls in. One last pitch, and they'll throw her down. And we will see our leadoff batter for the Wildcats. The normal leadoff, Natalie Nichols. We've made it all the way up for the 3rd inning.
So far, pretty much both offenses matched with each other. A couple more base runners for the Grand Red Devils, but South Summit with one more run is the difference of the game with that RBI single scoring McKay Wolstenhume from Elise Bush, who continues her powerful hitting throughout this tournament.
Both teams have 2 hits. The Wildcats have left 2 on base, and I believe Grant has left
Natalie
4.
pops one up right over the second baseman's head. That's going to fall in for a single. She knows how to swing that bat to just try and get it over the defense. She's very good at that. The Wildcat offense starting off just like they want to with the leadoff Nichols on first.
The catcher shouting out orders. She knows Natalie is probably going, as everyone in the building.
21 for 21?
21 for 21 on stolen bases. And she's not just stealing second every time. She's taking third usually half of those bases anyways. Then she fakes the go. Hannah watches one. Strike called. Coach Bowen shouts the orders. They check the wristbands, get the number, find out what the play is. And Hannah digs in the box. Tia Shumway looking on. Fires the pitch in there.
Peterson hits a line drive over the first baseman's head. That's going to fall in for a single as Nichols easily stands up on third base. Wildcats with 2 runners on. The ball's overthrown by the pitcher. Third baseman smartly able to pick that up. Hannah Peterson's now caught in a pickle. She is safe, and Nichols goes home, and she is safe. That's what they get for paying attention to the overthrow. Great base running there by Peterson to stop halfway, allow the Red Devils to see what she was doing to make sure she could get the speedy Nichols home. The Wildcats take a 2-0 lead.
Hannah and Natalie, both 2 of your smartest base runners and probably your fastest base runners there, helping each other out. Hannah draws a throw to second, slides in safely under the throw. Natalie steals home on the throw to second and scores. And McKay gives it a ride. That is going, gone! McKay Wolstenhume adding to her total of home runs again today. And the Wildcat bats might be waking up as she gives that one a ride dead left center field for her second home run of the tournament, I believe. Jeremy, is that her second one that she's hitting now?
It is the second one we've seen. Same swing, same spot, too. She liked pulling that ball. Well, it's really unfortunate for the Red Devils, as I'm sure Tia Shumway was a little upset that that extra run got over with that overthrow to her from the outfield. And that probably rattled her a little bit, letting her throw that ball right over the middle where McKay Wolstenhume did not hesitate to put a good swing on that one.
McKay, being a very smart batter, probably knew she was a little rattled there as well. Jumped on the very first pitch she saw, not to give her any time to calm down, and just fuels the fire.
So the Red Devils talking it over on the mound. Coach is out there letting them know it's all right. It's still only a 4-0 ball game. 4 runs is not too much. That can happen in any inning. We've seen a bunch of 6, 7-run innings so far in the tournament. Anyway, we'll come up with Elise Bush for the Wildcats as Shumway tries to regroup on the mound. Wipes a little sweat off her face. It's a little humid down here in Spanish Fork.
Shumway's only thrown 4 pitches this inning as well to 3 batters.
With 3 runs.
Wildcats jumping on it early.
Up high, ball
one go. Elise has changed uniforms today. That's why you're not recognizing her in a normal 18. She's wearing 24 today.
Interesting.
They must have framed that one from yesterday.
Hey, it's hanging up in the South Summit High School right now. I wouldn't be surprised.
Hopefully they washed it.
So the count, 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, 4-0. Top of the bottom of the 3rd inning. Wildcats on top. Here's the pitch from Shumway. Elise gets jammed, pops it up just enough over the second base to drop in there for a single, her second of the day.
Just working her way across the middle of the infield. First one is over third base, second one over second base. And she is staying alive in the batter's box. Coach Bowen shouts the orders. They check the wristbands. Taylor Raidhead digs in the box and awaits the first pitch from Miss Shumway.
Taylor, a very good offensive player. And she does show some offensive power. She drops a bomb over center field for another home run for the Wildcats. 2-run shot, 2 RBIs for Taylor Reedhead, the second baseman. South Summit now on top of Grand 6-0 with no outs. Still batting in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Once again, that very first pitch coming in there. The Wildcats being very aggressive today in the batter's box, taking anything they can get. First pitch, second pitch, not letting the pitcher get comfortable. And they're going to make a change. Tia looks to be heading somewhere.
This pitching timeout, change of pitchers, will be brought to you by IHC in Park City. Great hospital, great services, great emergency room. Make sure if you have any medical needs, they're the ones you should check out if you live in Summit County. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to the action of the bottom of the third inning. South Summit just put up, I believe, 5 runs this inning right now with a couple home runs, a lot of RBIs, good hitting. A couple updates. We have Gunnison up 9-2. We have Manti up 2-1 over San Juan. And we'll get the other one in a moment. Here's the first pitch. Who'd they bring in for Gunnison there? Let's see. We don't know who they brought in yet. We'll try and get that information for you. It wasn't on our scorecard, but they brought in a new pitcher off the bench. The Red Devils did, and that shot is a bomb going over left field. It's got a tail foul as Breidholtz really gets a hold of that ball. Longest ball she's hit the tournament so far. Just one really long strike.
Ree is now the new pitcher for Grand.
Ree is?
Yep.
Didn't we already have a Ree? Is it the same Ree?
Yeah, it's the same Ree. Rhea
Bohannon?
Yep.
Okay.
And she was just the designated hitter.
Gotcha.
But she's coming to pitch now as Rachel quickly throws a hit on her. As an infield single to the left, the ball's overthrown. Rachel looks at it, decides not to, stays put. No outs, no need to push the trouble yet.
That's right. You don't need to really take chances to make the first out of the inning. Maybe the second out, but no need to take a chance when there's no outs. And the Wildcats hitting like they are. Here comes Desmond Wolstenhume up to the plate.
I think we had Tia move to left field.
Shumway moved to left, the pitcher, huh?
Yep, and then I think we had the left fielder who was playing left move to right field, and right field came to the bench.
All right. Glad you're keeping track of all that.
Not positive on that, but we'll take a look when they come up to the batter's box.
Here's the next pitch from Bohannon. Up high, ball one. 0-1, no outs.
This is Desmond Wolstenhume in the box.
6-0. Wildcats on top of the Red Devils. 2A softball championships down here in Spanish Fork, Utah.
I believe we have Tyra Robinson now playing right field in place of Cammie. And Cammie came out. Check swing, and it was checked. No damage done. 2 balls. So Cammie will be sitting in the dugout with the rest of her teammates. Tia, the pitcher, is now on left, and we have Tyra who moved from left to right. And that should be your grand defense.
Here's the next pitch from Ree, up high for another ball. The count moves to 3-0. You wonder what Coach Bowen's saying over there with no outs, runner on first. Is he going to give her the green lights?
I imagine he's telling her to take right here.
Take it, huh?
Good point. One strike won't hurt you, Des. And she definitely gets the take call, as that one could have been in the wheelhouse. Nothing hurts. She's still got to bring you 2 right there.
Crapshoot there on that 3-0 call, or take it or swing. You never know what's going to happen.
You hit one to double play, though, and it looks bad on the coach. So you never
right.
know. Hit a home run. The coach is a genius. He really had no choice.
Well, that's strike 2 as she hits a pop fly foul over the backstop, almost into field number 4. Balls 2 strikes, no outs. Standing on first, waiting to be moved ahead. Bohannon delivers the pitch. Swung on, line drive, it's going to drop as a base hit. Wildcats now with 2 runners aboard, first and second, bringing up, I believe, Jade Snyder for the Cats.
Desmond reached base for her second time today. First time she walked. That time she hits a nice little single over the second baseman's head. And now we got Jade Snyder, who hit one really hard up the middle off the pitcher's shoe right to the shortstop, unfortunately. And was it into a fielder's choice.
Good move by the coaching staff of South Summit to get Desmond's hot bat back in the lineup today. Here comes pitch. And Jade hits a little pop-up. It's going to be a
infield fly.
For the first out of the inning. Red Devils needed that one. Ree Bohannon on the mound. Guess you don't call it mound. We call it in the circle, huh?
I'm just going to call it a circle. It's a nice little circle there.
Can you call it the mound? You can't call it a mound if it's not a mound.
Not even a bump out there.
That's right.
Call it the white circle with the
Pitcher
one little
in it.
line in there.
Up high, ball 1.
This is Tyler, I believe.
Yes, James the catcher.
Popped up to left field last time for the 3rd out of the 2nd inning. The 3rd inning, the Wildcats bats came alive. 2 home runs and 7 base hits, pardon me. 7 base hits in this inning. 2-0, Tyler James looking for her pitch here probably. Put a good bat on it. She has a lot of power. Overthrow on the plate at third. Third baseman picks it up, touches her bag for 1 out, and throws it over to first, and the throw is overthrown. Tyler James hits into a fielder's choice, and the runners will advance to second and third into scoring position perfectly for Natalie Nichols on the error.
Natalie started this inning out, didn't she?
She sure did.
So the Wildcats have gone through the lineup. It's going to be a pinch runner, Nicole Fitzgerald, coming out there for James, a speed-up runner as she's the catcher. And we'll go get her equipment on, make sure they're ready to go, start the 4th inning. Hopefully soon for the Red Devils, hopefully not for the Wildcats.
Right where you want to be if you're the Wildcats, with how warm the Lady Cats' top of the order has been. Coach Bowen really hoping for some production again from right here.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1 from Nichols. Her first time up this inning, she kind of blooped one right over the second baseman's head for a single to start the Cats off on this offensive inning. Here's the next pitch from Bohannon. And that's a line drive, going to be to the gap, to the fence. Great piece of hitting. It's going to score 2 runs. Nichols is going to get a high horse, go to third base. There's a play at the bag, and she is safe with a triple for Natalie Nichols, scoring 2 runs. The pinch runner, Nicole Fitzgerald, and the first baseman, Desmond Wolstenhume, to add 2 more on the board. Now it is 8-0. Wildcats on top. 2 outs. Hannah Jo Peterson steps into the box, looking to continue the offense.
Natalie Nichols has a lot of speed, as we've been telling you all weekend. Legs out a triple on a pretty well hit ball to the fence, but with her speed, she makes it look easy. First pitch in there for a strike to Hannah. Got a runner in scoring position right where they want them. Looking to help each other out here. The 2 pitchers really providing a lot of the offense for the Wildcats in these first 2 days.
I'd have to say the best players, top players in all of 2A softball, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, you can't really find a off hitter with someone behind her like this in any other lineup. throughout the season. I think Hannah's batting .612 on the season, and Natalie's right there around .495. You can't really do much better with your two top hitters getting on 50% of the time or more.
Add those together, they're batting over 1,000. How about that?
Yep, and
I don't know if I can do that, but how about that? And it just goes to show as Peterson hits a line drive, a very good job by the second baseman of the Red Devils to stick her glove out there in the dirt, pick that one up cleanly to get the third out of the inning. But Wildcats put the damage on. It is now 8-0 as we move into the top of the fourth inning over the Red Devils. This timeout will be brought to you by Discovery Properties, Sam Applenop. Make sure you see him for all your real estate needs in Summit County. We'll be back in a moment. This timeout is brought to you by Sam Applenop of Discovery Properties. Sam is your local real estate expert. Let him help you buy or sell property. Call or text him at 435-901-0720 for all your real estate needs. Here we are ready to start the fourth inning of the quarterfinal game. South Summit Wildcats on top of the Grand Red Devils 8-0 as the Catchers put up 7 runs in the top of this bottom of the last inning. Hannah pitching a shutout right now, has allowed 4 base runners so far, 2 hits. As she starts her pitch, here it is.
first pitch to Maddie Jones in there for a strike on the outside corner. Strike one.
Am I right? Are we in the fourth inning, Hayden?
We are in the fourth inning. That is correct.
Ground ball to the shortstop. Natalie Nichols backhands it. No, she doesn't have a chance. Good defensive play, though, to keep that ball from going into the outfield, not allowing any extra bases. But that ball was hit so sharply, there was no way they were going to be able to throw her out. So there's a base hit for Jones, right?
That is Maddie with the single,
yep. And that'll bring up Kelsey Backus up next. Backus, as I said before, leads the team, 6 home runs, grounds one to the pitcher, who fires out at second base, gets the lead runner for the first out of the inning.
Good play there by Hannah and Natalie. Way to cover the base. Cover it up, get the lead runner. 1 down.
That'll bring up number 6, Tyra Robertson.
And she started out in left field. I think she moved over to right now for the Grand Red Devils.
Down low, ball 1.
Tyler checking that runner, keep her in check, as she so often does. Gives a little fake throw down to first. If I was playing right field, I'd be awfully tired at the end of the game running over there to cover that every time.
There's a ground ball right to second base. She's going to bobble a little bit, goes to first to get the shore out, and she does. The runner advances to second as the Red Devils finally have a runner in scoring position here, but 2 down. Reed had thought about going to second base to get the lead runner, but she bobbled a little bit. I think she was looking to throw before she fielded it, but smartly gets the shore out at first base.
Kylie Haycock steps in, takes the first pitch from Hannah. Inside corner, called strike. 1 runner in scoring position, 1 strike, and 2 outs in this inning as the Wildcats try to get out of here with no damage once again. Hannah scoots one in there on the ground.
Good hustle there by James to realize that ball's on the ground, hustle outside the batter, make sure that runner wasn't trying to cheat a bag. Red Devils trying to get some offense going here. Big cut. It's going to be foul into field number 4. Just a strike, so we got 2 balls.
I think it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yep.
2 outs. Runner on second. 8-0. Wildcats over the Red Devils. That's a foul ball. Good cut there.
Good change up. Way to sit on it for the batter there. Just in time to hang on and knock it foul. Still got 2 down.
So Kylie hanging in there in the box, looking to get something going for her team. Low for a ball. So now we have 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second.
Looking for Hannah to come in here with her screwball right into the inside corner. Favorite pitch. Wouldn't be surprised to see it here in a 2-2 count.
Kylie patiently waiting. Called strike 3.
Just when I say that, she throws the curveball to the outside corner and gets her on the called 3. Batter looking, didn't like it. Strike 3. And that's our inning.
This TV timeout will be brought to you by Gateway Dentistry, Dr. Emmon Pitts. We'll be back in a moment. This timeout is brought to you by Dr. Ammon Pitt at Gateway Dentistry in Camas, Utah. Dr. Pitt has a very simple business philosophy. Be honest, inform each patient so they know their options, keep each patient as comfortable as possible, and provide high quality work. I've heard nothing but good things about Dr. Pitt. Make sure you come see him for your dentistry needs. Here we are, the bottom of the 4th inning. Up to bat for the Wildcats will be McKay Wilston-Hume, who really did a good job of getting the powerful offense starting in the last inning with a nice 3-run home run. First pitch, line drive over the left field fence. She'll be looking for first pitch again here from Bohannon as the Red Devils defense gets set. It's the pitch.
Ball 1 low. And it is a ball. Kay digs in. She's got herself a double and a home run already in this game today. Doing everything she can from that 3rd spot to help her team out. She puts one up in the air. Center field is under. Waiting, 2 hands, and she's retired. Fly out to center field for McKay Wilson-Hume, which will bring up batting in the 4-hole, Miss Elise Bush.
So Elise, in her last 5 at-bats, 6 at-bats, have reached base all 6 times. 2 singles, 3 home runs, 1 intentional walk. What a dangerous number 4 hitter the Wildcats have. And she hits a line drive. This one's going to go back deep over off the the yellow tape on the top of the fence, and Elise will be in there with a stand-up double as she continues to pour on the hits from the cleanup spot for the Wildcats.
Most people don't get set the hit, let alone 7 hits in a row.
That's right.
Looks like we might have an entry for a runner. Number 15 is going to enter for for Bush.
Is that? Sure, who 15 is. It's like a freshman to me.
Number 15, I believe that is Cassidy Horton.
That is a freshman, Cassidy Horton.
Comes in to show her wheels off.
So Elise could stay in the lineup even though she has a pinch runner, correct?
Yeah, you also have to re-enter her to hit again.
That's it. Okay.
It's prime to try to get a little more speed there, make sure we get this run in.
Reedhead steps up to the plate, takes ball 1 on the outside.
Which with the way Reedhead's been hitting, may not need to change runners because she's jogging around the bases this tournament as she's hit a few out of the park.
Here comes the next pitch from Bohannon.
Just a bit inside. Ball 2. Bowen does put a lot of trust on these young runners. Probably just getting her experience more than anything in a game where you got a 6-0 lead. You want to get her a good experience here, show her what she's doing if she does have to win in a game that's a little more crucial.
So the count goes to 3-0 with 1 out. 8-0. Wildcats runner in scoring position from the double from Bush, having a pinch runner, Horton, out there on second base. And that's a ground ball right to the shortstop, who fields it cleanly and gets the second out of the inning for the Red Devils. Good base running there by the young freshman. Didn't have to go. If she would have tried to go, she would have been nailed out at third base. She chose to stay there, stay on second, give her team another chance to get her home, which will bring up Rachel Rideall, the left fielder for the Wildcats.
Rachel Rideall didn't hit it to the third baseman her first time up. Second time out, she hit a single.
Ree Bohannon throws it in there, inside corner, strike one.
And then she was tagged out or thrown out at third on a force on a fielder's choice play.
Here's the pitch from Bohannon. Swung on, it's going to be a little blooper right to the shortstop. Makes the third out of the inning. Good defense by the Devils to stop the threat of the Wildcats scoring another run. And we will move over to the top of the fifth inning. We'll be back in a moment. This TV timeout is brought to you by Chevron in Camas, Utah. They have some of the best donuts, best breakfast you can find anywhere in the state. If you're going up Mirror Lake Highway, you got to make sure you stop by there, check them out for all the needs they have. We really appreciate what they do. A big donator, big helper of the South Summit School District and community. We appreciate what you do for us, Chevron. We'll be back in a moment.
And we're back. Top of the fifth inning. Hannah Peterson still in the circle. Joined there with Tyler as they strategize here what they're going to do against the last batter in the lineup, and then they will have to face the top of the order again here in this inning. Kennedy Patterson.
Patterson, huh?
She'll step up as their 9-hitter, and then we'll go right back up to the hot hitters of Tia Shumway, Ree Brohannon, and Caitlin Finster if we get that far. First pitch, swung on strike, outside corner. Good location, good pitch, good swing, everything looking good out there.
Tale of two pitchers, if you ask me, Hayden. Hannah looks completely different than she did yesterday in yesterday's game against South Sevier. That ball's popped up, line drive over the center field fence. As soon as I start speaking, I kind of jinx her a little bit, but the Red Devils finally getting on the board with a nice shot of offense from their number 9 batter. Kennedy Patterson with the solo shot, line drive over center field. So a little pop in the bat there, just what the Grand Red Devils need. Let's see if they can keep it going as they move to Tia Shumway, the top of their order. Peterson, known to let up a couple home runs. When you throw it as fast as she does, all you really got to do is put the bat out there and it's going to go.
But she's still in good spirits out there, smiling, which is usually good for her. She understands she misplaced one to the 9-hitter there, and it's going to hurt her for a second. First pitch in there for Tia Shumway is a ball. And man, the Red Devils have got themselves on the board.
Here's the pitch from Peterson. It's going to ground ball off her. It's going to be another single. So back-to-back hits here for the Red Devils as they start to figure out the pitching of Peterson as they get through the lineup the third time. A little momentum shift as they hit a home run over dead center. The Wildcats are going to take a timeout and talk about it.
Wouldn't be too surprised to see a pitching change here. You got a lot of games here coming up. You got one after this to switch it up. Throw Natalie in there, change them up, get through these last 3 innings.
And you called it, Hayden. That's what's happening. We'll be back in a moment. This pitching change is brought to you by All West Communications. We appreciate what you guys doing for us. Wildcat TV, trying to build up a program here for the students of South Summit. Thanks to our principal, Steve Camp, and thanks to our athletic director, Jeff Greiner, allowing us to build this program up as much as we can. Thanks to all of you. We'll be back in a moment. So here we come back, the action here in the top of the 5th inning. Natalie Nichols, the new pitcher. Looks like Bohannon steps into the plate. She fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Grand has put up a run, home run, solo shot by their number 9 hitter, Kennedy Patterson, followed by a single from their number 1 hitter, Tia Shumway. Now the new pitcher, Ree Bohannon, in on the plate. Has ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, runner on first, no outs, 8-1 ball game. Couple updates. Beaver over Enterprise 2-1. That game's still going on. Gunnison over South Sevier 10-5. And Manti San Juan 2-1. Those games still in progress. Here's the pitch from Nichols. Called strike 2. Good job there by the catcher James to fake the throw down to first, making the runner Shumway dive back to the bag. Nichols ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Very good at placing her pitches where she'd like them. And she does it right there. Strikeout. Her first batter of the game goes down swinging is Bohannon. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Caitlin.
Yep, that is
Caitlin Finster.
Batting number 12.
Caitlin has 4 home runs on the season.
Couple updates on Hannah's debut pitching for today. She had 19 batters faced. She walked 2, struck out 3, gave up 5 hits and 1 earned run. So not a bad day compared to yesterday.
Not a bad day at all.
When you switch off with Natalie and Hannah, it's tough to get back into the groove now. They're seeing a completely different windup, completely different speeds. Should be a good combination. It has worked all year for the Wildcats. As Natalie tries a change up there, a little short into the dirt. 2-0 to Caitlin. One down in this top of the 5th inning, 1 runner aboard, and 1 run across already for Grand. There's a shot down the right field line, just foul. Might have been enough to score as that ball was scorched. And our runner had a good jump over there at first base, as she looked like she may have been taken off to steal that bag had they not hit it.
That one was close. Nothing but a long strike there. So 2 balls. 1 strike or 2 strikes?
1 strike.
1 strike. 1 out. Nichols gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Called strike 2.
Gets that inside corner. We got 2 strikes on her. Hitter batter count either way. Or pitcher batter count, pardon me. 2-2, you know the batter and the pitcher are both looking to throw something right down the middle here. There it is, fouled off to the left side. McKay makes a play over there in foul territory. Gets some coaching from the coaches and tosses it back to the circle for Natalie. Caitlin battling. She's worked her way to a full count in the last at bat, and now she's 1 ball away from working there again, making these pitchers really throw to her. And she draws the full count. Last time she drew the full count, she ended up getting a walk after fouling a couple pitches off on Hannah. I'm sure her coaches are just telling her, do your thing and try to get another runner on base. We're chasing 6, or chasing 5 here.
Finster, very good batter. Battling so far. Here's the pitch from Nichols. It's going to be a little high for a ball. So now Grand has 2 runners on. 8-1 ball game. 1 out. And that'll bring up the number 4 hitter, right?
I believe so.
Lopez.
Michelle Lopez. Looking for a ground ball to try to turn a double play here. Oh, she got a great changeup right there. Michelle swings all the way through it, realizes it's still coming, and there's nothing left for her to do.
Swing and a miss.
She was all over the fastball, though, if it would have been a fastball.
Here comes the next pitch. Call. Strike 2.
And Natalie, with the 0-2 count, digs in here, Stares down, gets her sign from her catcher, and here comes the delivery. Outside corner, just missed. A couple of the fans wanted it, but it was clearly a little bit outside from up here where I'm sitting up in the booth. Out of the weather. Can't complain up here. We got the best seat in the house. Doesn't like the sign, steps back, asks for another sign. Couldn't quite get that one. Michelle Lopez standing in there again with a 1-2 count. Change up in the dirt, got her, no need to throw her out at third. Oh, and we're having a snowball fight between McKay and Hannah. And Grand wins that snowball fight as the runners advance to second and third on the strikeout.
So the runner's out at first, though, right?
Correct.
The bag was occupied, so she can't.
Yeah, she's out because it was already occupied.
Unless the bases are loaded, that's the only time you can advance, correct? Well, after being to about 350 baseball games, I should know this by now, but
you never know with the rules in softball and baseball. They seem to change. Keep you guessing on your feet. So we'll give those runners the base on the throwing or the error right there on the catch and tag.
Timeout called by the batter, number 20, Maddie Jones.
Maddie Jones calls time, and she was sitting in the box the whole time waiting while Wildcats were still trying to figure out who was out and who wasn't out. And we just had an inside the park home run called over here on the field just to the left of us, as all the fans were looking over there because there was some noise. A lot of people making some noise over there on that field as we drew all the attention from all the fans out here in front of us.
How do you get inside the park, the home run? It had to be an error, didn't there?
You would think so.
We're going to clarify it. But anyway, San Juan jumps on top of Manti 3-2.
I mean, I wasn't running because I'm not going to run all 4 bases ever.
Man.
That's just too much running for one. But Natalie's worked herself 0-2 count here with Maddie Jones.
That's why you don't hit it over the fence, Hayden. No, you don't want to run all 4 at the same time.
No, see, the nice thing about slow pitch, if you hit it over the fence, they say touch one and done. I'm just like, I can jog that 60 feet. Maybe have oxygen in the dugout in case I need it, which I do.
Up high for a ball. So there are 2 runners aboard, scoring position. Maddie Jones, the batter for the Red Devils, looking to put some more damage on as they've scored 1 in this inning. They're down 8-1. It's a 1-2 count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Nichols. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Natalie Nichols helps Hannah Peterson out as that runner at third was on her name, but she gets retired and stranded out there. Thanks, Natalie. Teamwork out there for the Wildcats is looking good as it usually does. Bowen getting them fired up to come back, hitting in the bottom of the 5th and try to end this thing. With 3 runs, I think we'll do it.
This TV timeout's brought to you by IHC in Park City, South Summit community. The South Summit School District appreciates all you do for us. We know it's a lot, and without your help, we wouldn't really be able to have the sports and athletic programs we do. So thanks to IHC. What a great thing to have in Summit County community. We'll be back in a moment. So a little clarification from that other game. I guess it is Manti that's on top of San Juan 3-2, and Manti did, I don't know which batter it was, have an inside the park home run as the outfielder dove to try and make a play, unable to come up with it, and the speedy runner able to get all the way home, play at the plate, and she was safe.
I believe the last name was Naylor over there on
Naylor. I think I've heard that name a couple times.
On the inside the park home run.
I think I've heard her in volleyball and basketball. Anyway, here comes the pitch from Bohannon. The bottom of the 5th inning, called strike 1. The South Summit Wildcats on top of the Grand Red Devils, 8-1. It looks like Desi Wolstenhume at the plates.
Got that outside corner the first time. That time was a little bit farther outside.
1-1. Swung on, pop up very high, right to the shortstop. Well, third baseman calling her off for the first out of the inning. That ball was at least 50, 60 yards up in the air.
She was rounding first by the time it was caught.
And that'll bring up number 17, Jade Snyder for the Wildcats.
Jade hit a fielder's choice in the first inning, and she hit a pop out to the second baseman her last at bat. Stands in there and takes pitch number 1. Right back up the middle. Oh, and the pitcher leans over, snags it, makes an easy toss over to first, and retires her as well. And this is a 3-pitch inning so far. See if Tyler can make it work a little bit.
Good job by Ree Bohannon, the pitcher of the Red Devils, to quiet down this Wildcat offense since she has come into the game.
If we get through Tyler, you jump back up to the Wildcats' top half of the order, which can always be dangerous.
That one's a called strike. Is that what he said?
Yes, he did.
Outside corner, painting it.
Yeah, it looked outside when I was standing up right there to watch that. But that's where he called that first one on Desmond as well.
A little more outside there for ball 1. 1-1, 2 outs.
And Tyler popped out to left field, her first at bat. Fielder's choice, her second, and came around score after reaching base on the fielder's choice. And now she's down 2 in the count on her third at bat.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. 1-ball game. Wildcats on top of the Red Devils. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Bohannon with her first strike out of the game. Quick inning there for the Red Devils. Just what they needed, not to allow the Wildcat offense put any more runs up. Now it's their turn to come up and try and get some offensive power.
Only the second time all weekend the Wildcats have gone down 3 straight.
This TV timeout will be brought to you by Fish Heads Fly Shop in Heber City, Utah. We'll be back in a moment. This timeout is brought to you by Fish Heads Fly Shop in Heber City, Utah. A great little fly shop with a great staff. They make you feel like royalty every time you come in. They have all the gear you need and some of the best flies in Utah. They offer top-notch guide trips on the Green River in Wyoming, Strawberry River in the Uintas, as well as my favorite fishery, the Provo River. Provo is one of the best trout rivers in the Rocky Mountains. Make sure you come by and see Fish Heads to get all your gear. Here we come back to the start of the 6th inning. We just got a little update on the Gunnison South Sevier game. We are calling South Sevier the comeback team as they're very good at scoring late. It is now 10-9 where it was 10-5 before. South Sevier still up. Looks like San Juan is threatening to tie up the game as it's 3-2. Manti over San Juan. And I believe Beaver is still over Enterprise 3-2. Actually, that might have switched. It might be 2 Beaver, Enterprise 3.
Wildcat, first pitch from Natalie is a strike in there to number 4, Kesley Backus.
Natalie just got some mud on her face or something. Not very happy about that.
Didn't like that ball.
I think she caught it and mud flew off and hit her right in the face.
Flew right through her mitt and got her in the eye. Little eye black, never hurt anybody. Hannah will help her clean it off. Poke her in the eye, make her look like she's crying, toughen her up.
Just taking care of her just like a mom would. Licks her thumb and cleans it off Natalie's face. That's a true teammate right there.
Great change up in there on the inside corner. Her changeup's been leaving a lot of batters like that. You just can't ever tell on the release if it's coming or not, and then next thing you know, it's just floating there.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Catcher lines up on the outside. It's a foul ball. Stays 0-2. Grand fans are cheering on, trying to get a rally started here. We understand we're getting down to the end of the game here. Hard hit foul ball, just another strike. Still 0-2.
Yeah, you got to get some runs here playing against South Summit. With the top of their lineup coming up and them only needing 3 runs to end this thing before you get your last at bats in the 7th, you don't want to be facing them when they're only chasing 3.
So Nichols still way ahead of the count. She's thrown 4 pitches.
All the way down the lineup here. Clear down to the 6th spot. There's a shot.
That's
chasing
deep.
it. It's out of here. No, it's not. It stayed in. Right off the post. Jade chases it. She's rounding to 3rd. She's going to try to score. Nope, she stands up at 3rd.
That ball is just off the top of the fence. Just stayed in the ballpark. As Grand gets just what they need, a 2-strike triple by Kesley. Now she's standing on 3rd base, bringing up Tyra Robertson up, trying to score another run for Grand.
I believe San Juan just tied that game up over there with Manti to make that one 2-2 or maybe 3-3.
Here's the pitch from Nichols.
Looks to lay down a bunt, try to get the suicide squeeze, put a run on.
Ball 1.
Ball 1 in the dirt. San Juan now looking to take the lead over there and maybe the game. They might be ahead of us over there, I believe.
Tyler Robertson pulls one over. It's foul over the 3rd dugout of the South Summit Wildcats. That'll even up the count 1-1.
Kesley patiently waiting over there on 3rd for a chance to cross that plate and help her team out as they try to make a comeback here.
Tyra not only needs to score this run, she also needs to get on base. She hits the ground ball to the shortstop Peterson, looks back the runner, fires over to 1st base, and gets the out. What a great defensive play by Peterson to not only look back the runner, but hold back the runner. You oftentimes see that in high school sports where they're looking back once, go for the out, and the runner still scores. Not in the case with the golden arm of Hannah Peterson. That'll bring up number 18 for the Red Devils. 18, is she a pinch hitter? Yes, we're getting a substitute in, a pinch hitter, number 18.
18 for 8, and it is McKinnon.
McKinnon now hitting for the Red Devils. With 1 down, runner on 3rd base, threatening to score to get another run. They'll need all they can get with the top of the order of the Wildcats coming up next. Here's the pitch from Nichols. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. San Juan now up over Manti 4-3 as they are having a big offensive inning over there on field number 2.
This is Molly McKinnon now batting in the place for Kylie Haycock as she falls in a deep hole 0-2 on the first 2 pitches from Natalie Nichols. We'll keep you posted on those other games as we continue to hear the scores. As of right now, we do have San Juan leading 4-3 over Manti. 1 out in their inning over there.
The winner of that game will face the winner of this game. Nichols trying to get her team into that winning game, into the semi-championship game. Both of these teams are still in it, though. Doesn't matter who loses because it's a double elimination tournament. And neither of them have lost yet. Whoever loses this one goes into the next bracket and still has a chance to come back. Here comes the pitch from Nichols. Swung on.
Play a rough softball.
Strike 3. 2 outs for the Wildcats. San Juan, Grand, how many teams have I seen so far?
Too many.
5 games yesterday. Grand sending the number
9 hitter.
Number 9 hitter, Kennedy Patterson, up to the plate. She's hit a home run, didn't she?
She did hit a home run right over center field, no doubter.
The only run scored by the Red Devils. Not this time, though. She grounds right to Wollstonhume over at 1st base. Fields it cleanly, tags the bag. That'll get us to the bottom of the 6th inning. Wildcats heading up with the top of their lineup. This TV timeout is brought to you by Cafe Galleria in Midway, Utah. We'll be back in a moment. This next timeout is brought to you by Cafe Galleria, located in Midway, Utah on Main Street. Cafe Galleria is a great little restaurant. It has outdoor seating with beautiful surroundings. Nice little quiet town in Midway. The food is amazing. They have some of the best bagels I've ever had since I left New York City. That's saying a lot. They have a wood-burning oven. They cook their pizzas and bagels in fresh every day. Make sure you check it out. Cafe Galleria in Midway. Sounds like Manti up 4-3 on San Juan.
No, I believe San Juan.
San Juan up 4-3.
Manti just made a great play, robbed a home run to keep it in check to end that inning. So now they are back to the batters. I'm not sure who the home team is over there.
All I know is we are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Natalie Nichols steps into the box. Wildcats need 3 runs to put this one away. Here comes the first pitch from Bohannon. Ooh, that is a ball inside high.
San Juan will be the home team over there, as they were the 1 seed in their region, because Manti's 2 seed in our region.
Here comes the pitch. Foul ball, strike 1.
It's a good spot to put it if you're trying to get rid of a slap hitter up and in on her.
Here comes the pitch from Bohannon. 1-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Natalie kind of laughed that one off a little bit. Dug herself in a little hole here. Not like she hasn't had 2 strikes on her before. Bohannon happy. She's throwing her pitch where she wants to throw them. The Red Devils defense getting set. Everyone's playing in, realizing Natalie just tries to put the ball on the ground and play. That is outside for a ball.
Natalie,
2-2.
last time up, she hit that triple off the right field fence. And anytime she hits it to the grass, you're usually looking at her on second because she's got the wheels.
That's the first time I'd actually seen her actually swing the bat, was that triple. Oh, line drive from Nichols right to the first baseman. Takes 1 step, fields it cleanly for the first out of the inning. They'll bring up Peterson, who's had a great offensive bat so far in this championship tournament down here in Spanish Fork. She steps in the box. She bats lefty just like Nichols does.
Popped out her first at bat, hit a single her second bat, and her third bat she lined one right to that same girl. 2 in a row to second baseman. What a play there.
Who is that second baseman? We need her name. That was a great play. She took 1 step, got in the dirt,
Kesley.
and Kesley able to make the out for the second out. Shutting down the number 1 and 2 hitters is that right side of the defense on the infield for the Red Devils.
And McKay has doubled, hit a home run, and popped out to center field today. Doing everything on first or second pitches, it looks like. And there she goes again, right down the left field line. That one's going to be foul and out of play, right over towards our cameraman.
Strike 1. McKay back in the box. Waits for the pitch. Bohannon spins the ball. Down low for a ball. 1-1. Dangerous position here for the Red Devils to have the 3 and 4 hitters coming up for the Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball, foul, strike 2. Two down. Red Devil defense doing exactly what they need to do to stay in this ball game. Understanding if they let up 3 runs, it's over. They're doing everything they can to not let that happen. Bohannon, like I said before, pitching a beautiful game in relief. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Another strikeout for Bohannon. The Red Devils will come up with their last 3 opportunities to try and tie or win this game, at least tie it. We'll be back in a moment. This TV timeout is brought to you by Wasatch Golf in Midway, Utah. We appreciate them letting us use their golf course for our home matches and practices coming all the way over from South Summit. We'll be back in a moment. This timeout is brought to you by the well-known mountain and lake courses at Wasatch Mountain State Park. They are consistently ranked among the most popular, affordable, and scenic in Utah. Nationally, golf rated Wasatch Mountain is one of Utah's best places to play, giving the facility 4.5 out of 5 stars. At an elevation of 6,000 feet away in Midway, Utah, golfers enjoy cooler temperatures during summer months. The fall colors in late September to early October are truly a sight to behold. Book your next round of golf at one of Wasatch's iconic courses. Okay, here we are, the top of the 7th inning. 1-ball game. Natalie Nichols on the mound for the Wildcats. Up for the Red Devils. Who do we have there, Hayden?
You got Tia Shumway right at the top of the order.
Just where
you
they
are,
wanna be.
Grand. That's where you want to be. Wildcats 3 outs away from the semifinal game. Natalie still in the little circle. Our defense has stayed the same throughout the day. We have Hannah replacing Natalie at shortstop as Natalie replaced Hannah in the pitcher circle. And we're underway, 3 outs away, maybe 2 if Taylor fields it cleanly. Throws to Desmond, there's 1 down. The Wildcats are 2 outs away from the semifinal game. First pitch swung on by Tia Shumway there. Hit hard, grounded out to Taylor Reedhead, who's had a great tournament over there at second base. Making a lot of plays, knocking a lot of balls down, and getting a lot of outs for the Wildcats.
Next up, Ree Bohannon for the Red Devils, who's come in relief as the pitcher and done an excellent job shutting down that powerful Wildcat offense as she takes ball 1 on the inside.
She had a tough task last inning in shutting down the top 3 hitters of the Wildcats and did just that in order. Strike 1, 1-1 to Rihanna. Natalie stares down, gets her sign. Wheels and deals, change up, backed up the middle. It's a base hit, up through the middle. Cindy Madrina over there to stop it, tosses it into second base. And Rihanna starts a rally for Grand as she reaches safely on a single. Now batting, number 12, Caitlin Finster. Her first at-bat she struck out, second at-bat she walked, and third at-bat she walked as well, working herself all the way to a full count in both of those last 2 at-bats. Natalie wheels and deals, throws 1 in there. Hannah sits on it, throws to second. First on the turn is too slow. Safe at first, out at second. Great play there by the middle infield of Hannah and Taylor. Throw it over to Dez, who makes a stop, but not in time. 1 down, or 2 down now in the inning. 1 runner on first base, that is Caitlin.
The Wildcats, just 1 pitch away is all they need. Ground ball, pop up, will make it to the semifinal game. Grand down to their last batter. She hits a line drive, just foul, over the line. It's going to be strike 1.
Just foul.
Number 15 for Grand.
Michelle Lopez.
Michelle Lopez, the number 4 batter, probably who they want up in this situation, doing everything they can to stay alive.
Not having her best day, but there's a reason she's in the 4-hole. So we'll see if we can see that reason right here as the pitch is on its way. Called low for a ball. Tyler throws down, makes the runner work a little bit, get her jersey dirty. And we're back to Natalie. 1-1 count. Michelle fouled off the first pitch. And the second pitch was low. Here we are. They both take the sign. Catcher and pitcher get on the same page. Michelle thought she wanted a timeout. She decided she didn't. Swung on, right back to Natalie. Natalie tosses for Desmond, and the Wildcats are on their way to the semifinal game where they will face the winner of San Juan and Manti. And San Juan just won their game as I speak. And they will be playing South Summit here at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, yes. There will be not another game until that game on this field. So there's going to be a little 2 hour and 20-minute timeout here on our TV broadcast as we don't have any other way to film the other fields. But we're going to stay right here. Please make sure you guys come back for the 2 o'clock game. We'll be coming on at about 1:55 live to see San Juan play South Summit. Both of them still in it. Even if they lose, they're still in it. It's going to be a great game, just like that San Juan Manti game was, just like this South Summit Grand game was. The Wildcats doing a tremendous job here, pouring on the offense like they usually do with great defensive pitchers, both Hannah Peterson and Natalie Nichols working together as a team, as well as the rest of that defense to shut down the Grand Red Devils, only holding them to 1 run. So we appreciate all of you supporting and watching Wildcat TV and the live feed through KSL. Once again, we have one more game to broadcast. That'll be at 2 o'clock. We will be back in a bit. Make sure you're here to join us. This is Jeremy Fierro, Hayden Peterson, the Wildcat TV, Caleb Sargent, Jordan Howe, Jex Rummel, Tyrell Horrocks, and Dustin Robertson bringing you 2A championship softball. We'll be back in a few hours.